When players start producing, especially early in their career, fans can't help but compare them to MLB stars of the past and present, trying to get a comp. Ken Griffey Jr., the Hall of Famer, joins me. Ken, how hard is it to compare and predict who these players could become?
Well, it's still hard to compare people. Compare, eras, decades, even your contemporaries. You still can't compare. Growing up, I wanted to be like my dad. At age 12, 13, he sat me down. He said, "You're going to be bigger, stronger than me. You're going to hit more home runs." And at that time, I didn't believe him. I still went out there and played my game, patterned my game after his. And all of a sudden, I get 23, 24, and I started hitting the ball out the ballpark at a more frequent rate. And he just looked at me and started laughing. So it's hard to compare or predict what these kids are going to be. Uh,
Sometimes dreams do come true. This player is about to get the chance that millions only dream of. The chance to see if he's got what it takes to make it.
He has made it to the show, and maybe it's a little bit earlier than anticipated. Let's bring in the mayor, Sean Casey, for more. Case, how surprised are you? He's getting the call to the bigs this early in his pro career.
Well, I knew we were going to see this guy. I knew we were going to see him probably later on. This is a little earlier than I thought, but when I look at his numbers and I see the productivity that he's having, I'm not surprised they called him up.
And Sean, the game is younger than it's ever been. More and more organizations are letting young guys get their shot at the big league level. How big of a trend is this?
Well, yeah, I think you're seeing more and more guys, organizations develop guys at the big league level. So if they do well in the minor leagues, they're calling them up and they're saying, hey, keep your development going at the big league level. And I think that's what we're seeing with this guy.
And Case, the chance to work with big league coaches and staff daily, how important is that to his development?
Yeah, no doubt about it. Having the big league staff work with you, obviously, I think they have a different level, of seeing the game. And also, as a player, when you get to the big leagues, if you want to be a big leaguer, you got to do well against big league players. So you can't teach experience. It gives you that experience to face the guys that you're going to face for the next few years.
Listen, nobody's going to sit there and say the kid can't have his day in the sun, mom and dad in the stands, major league debut. But take it easy. The sport is littered with these hot shots who come up, get all excited, maybe even have a couple of decent days, but baseball's 162 games. Cream rises to the top, and then all of a sudden, after 20, 30 games, he fizzles, loses his confidence, and we ship him out of town. Be careful.
And it's got to be so exciting for him as it is for every young player who gets the call for that very first